It has been years since they last shared the screen, yet the flame refuses to die. In the fast-moving world of Chinese entertainment, where new dramas drop weekly and fresh on-screen pairings constantly compete for attention, most ships burn bright and fade fast. But somehow, against logic and time, fans are still dissecting glances, replaying interviews, and decoding micro-expressions involving Su Kai and Tan Songyun. Why? What is it about this pairing that continues to haunt timelines, fan forums, and comment sections long after their collaboration ended? This isn't just nostalgia. It's something deeper, something layered, something fans believe was never fully explained. The chemistry that felt too real. When audiences first saw them together, the reaction wasn't mild appreciation. It was shock. Their chemistry wasn't loud or exaggerated. It was quiet, electric, intimate. They didn't just act like lovers. They moved like two people who understood each other instinctively. The pauses felt natural. The teasing felt lived in. The eye contact lingered a fraction too long. Fans quickly began pointing out something curious. Even in behind-the-scenes clips, when cameras weren't necessarily rolling for the final product, their energy didn't drop. There was no awkward distance, no forced professionalism, just comfort. In an industry where promotional sweetness can be manufactured, what viewers saw between them felt unfiltered. And audiences can sense authenticity faster than studios realize. The off-screen moments that fuel speculation. Every long-lasting ship has evidence. With them, fans build an archive. There were interviews where Su Kai's playful teasing seemed uniquely directed toward Tan Songyun. Never mean, never cold. Always soft around the edges. There were moments when she laughed a little longer at his jokes. Times when he instinctively adjusted her costume or leaned closer during group photos. Individually, each clip was harmless. Together, they told a story. Fans noticed how he often mirrored her posture, how she appeared unusually relaxed around him compared to other co-stars, how their body language in press conferences lacked the stiff formality common in heavily managed celebrity interactions. Was it proof of romance? No, but it was enough to plant the idea that something unscripted existed between them, the personality contrast that made sense. Part of the fascination lies in their contrast. Su Kai carries a reputation for quiet intensity, reserved, slightly mischievous, often guarded in interviews. Tan Songyun, on the other hand, radiates warmth, lighthearted, quick to laugh, emotionally open. Fans saw a balance. They saw a pairing where her brightness softened his edges, and his calm grounded her energy. In psychological terms, audiences are drawn to complementary dynamics. The idea that two opposite energies could create equilibrium is deeply romantic. This wasn't just about attraction. It was about perceived compatibility. And once fans believe two people make sense, they rarely let go. The timing that made it feel faded. Their collaboration happened at a pivotal moment in both careers. Su Kai was rising fast, building a reputation as one of the most promising actors of his generation. Tan Songyun was already respected, transitioning into more mature roles and expanding her range. It felt like a crossroads. Fans loved the idea of destiny. Two artists meeting at just the right moment in their trajectories. Not too early, not too late, perfectly aligned. When viewers look back, they see that drama as a snapshot in time. Youth, ambition, possibility. And when nostalgia mixes with perceived chemistry, it crystallizes into something almost mythic. The silence that made it louder. Perhaps the most powerful fuel for this ship is what didn't happen. There was no scandal, no dramatic fallout, no public denial, no messy rumors confirmed or crushed. Just silence. In the absence of definitive answers, imagination thrives. Had there been public tension, fans might have moved on. Had one of them openly addressed the speculation in detail, the mystery might have dissolved. Instead, their professional distance after the project ended created a vacuum. And in fandom culture, a vacuum is irresistible. The editing that fans still analyze. Even years later, fan editors continue creating montages, slow-motion glances, split-screen reactions, behind-the-scenes laughter layered with romantic soundtracks. These edits resurface periodically, reigniting discussion. What keeps them circulating is that the raw material is strong. The looks are subtle but loaded. The smiles seem private. Fans analyze frame by frame, searching for moments where performance slips and something real peeks through. Whether that something truly existed doesn't matter anymore. The narrative has taken on a life of its own. The cultural power of CP fandom. In Chinese entertainment culture, CP, coupling, fandom is a force. Viewers don't just watch dramas. They invest emotionally in pairings. They create art, fiction, essays, entire communities. For Su Kai and Tan Songyun, the CP community never disbanded. Instead, it evolved. Some fans remain convinced there was an untold story. Others simply cherish the on-screen magic and want to preserve it untouched by reality. And some stay because no subsequent pairing has replicated the same spark. That persistence transforms a temporary collaboration into a long-term cultural imprint, the human desire to believe. At its core, this enduring ship speaks less about two actors and more about us. Audiences crave authentic love stories in an era where so much feels curated. When viewers detect what seems like genuine connection, no matter how subtle, they cling to it. It represents hope. Hope that chemistry isn't always scripted. Hope that timing aligns in real life the way it does in fiction. Hope that two people who seem perfectly matched might have found something beyond the camera. Even if there is no proof. Even if there never was. The unfinished feeling. Some pairings fade because they feel complete. This one feels unfinished. There was no second collaboration to either deepen or dissolve the magic. No definitive narrative arc in real life to give fans closure. Instead, it remains suspended in time, untouched, unresolved, perfectly preserved in memory. That what if is powerful, because a story without an ending can live forever. Why it still matters. Years later, when clips resurface or fans casually mention their names together, the reaction is immediate. Comments flood in. Old discussions reignite. New fans discover the pairing and fall down the same rabbit hole. It's no longer just about whether they dated. It's about the feeling they created. The feeling that something rare flickered on screen, and maybe, just maybe, off screen too. And in an industry built on illusion, audiences are always searching for moments that feel real. Whether that reality ever existed between them is almost beside the point now. The legend has already been written. And as long as people believe they saw something extraordinary in those shared glances, Su Kai and Tan Songyun will remain one of the most enduring what-if stories in modern C-drama history. Because sometimes the most powerful love stories are the ones that were never confirmed, only felt. And yet, the story refuses to fade. Years have passed since Su Kai and Tan Songyun last stood facts. It has evolved from a ship into a case study in chemistry. And that's where you come in. If you're here reading this, you're not just a casual observer. You're someone who feels the layers beneath celebrity headlines. Someone who notices the unsaid. Someone who understands that sometimes the most compelling stories are the ones the public never confirms. On this channel, we don't chase shallow gossip. We dissect energy. We decode body language. We analyze timelines. We revisit moments the internet tried to bury. We explore why certain pairings, like Su Kai and Tan Songyun, refuse to leave our collective imagination. Whether you're watching from the United States with your morning coffee, from the UK during a cozy evening binge, from Asia where C-dramas dominate daily streaming, from Spain where fan communities are rapidly growing, or from anywhere across Europe and the world, you're part of a global conversation. And this is only the beginning. If you crave deep dives that go beyond surface-level commentary, if you want investigative storytelling that connects cultural dots across continents, if you believe some on-screen pairings hold secrets worth exploring, then this is your sign. Subscribe, turn on notifications, join a community that doesn't just watch dramas. We unravel them, because the next reveal, the next hidden dynamic, the next what if that refuses to die, it might already be unfolding. And trust me, you'll want to be here when we expose it.